What's going on, H2O Army? Justin from H2O Plants, and today we're going to be talking about algae on the glass. And you may not be able to see it, but it's there. Stay tuned. So guys, I often get asked, I got algae on my glass, what do I do? Well, if it's brown or green algae, I normally leave it because that's actually a good thing for your aquarium. What it's doing is it's processing waste or excess nutrients or excess lighting that you have in your tank that your plants that you have are not able to keep up with. So this is good to have. Other types of algae like black beard algae or green string algae or anything that's growing on the plants that's really hurting them, like that's killing them off, that's bad. But algae on your glass, not necessarily a bad thing. It is an indication that your tank isn't completely balanced, so you would want to look into how to balance the tank, and that's going to be in a future video. I know a couple people asked it, but I figured I'd show you how to clean your glass and what I kind of do. So for one, I only clean the front of the glass or any of the sides that I want to be displayed. So if I wanted this side and one of the other sides to be displayed, I would clean those. Because I have a black background, you can't really tell that there's any algae on the back of the glass, which is completely fine. And honestly, I want it there. It keeps the tank healthy, and it prevents high nitrates from happening or anything like that. But I do want to clean up the front of the glass because my autos aren't doing their job wherever they might be. I see them out every once in a while, but they're probably taking care of the back, where the front is really where I want them to clean. So I'm going to take care of that. Now there's a couple different items on the market. There's this mag float thing that has two magnets, and basically this is the one for glass. I think there's an acrylic one. You really want to make sure that you get the one specific to either glass or acrylic depending on your tank. That's important because this will scratch up your tank. You also don't want to bring it all the way down to the substrate and get any gravel or sand stuck in between these, because that'll scratch your glass or your acrylic. So be careful with that. But if you didn't want to spend the money, and honestly, who wants to spend money? I don't even use that anymore. I use good old Capital One. What I just do is you take it and you easily scrape it, and off comes the algae. Now there are some algae that I've gotten on my 40-gallon tank that is a bit tougher to remove with the credit card. Like, you really have to scrub, but you can see that this is very much cleared up now in this little section. And if I just go along here, you can see that now there's a bunch of particles floating in the water. That's fine. Normally I do this right before water change and siphon them out, but honestly it's just broken up algae. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll just die off on its own. And I'll show you the bottom so you can really see the difference in the tank. So you could see the film right here. That is algae right there, and you can see I can almost scrape it off with my finger. Some of it comes off with my finger, but that would take a really long time to do with your finger. So credit card, not that you should be using these things anyway. Actually, this is a debit card, but either way, it's an old card that doesn't work anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. And it is completely devoted to cleaning the glass in the tanks. Now, normally, yeah, you'd want one per tank. You don't want to be cross-contaminating stuff, but I use this one for all the tanks because I'm not worried about it. And that's about it. You don't have to worry about the algae on the glass, only if you want to keep it clean and presentable if you have company coming over. Other than that, honestly, I leave it alone until that point. If it grows a little algae, it's just fine by me. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tip. Leave a comment below of how you clean your glass, or if you clean your glass, or what type of methods you may use. And also leave a comment of something that you would like to see in a future video, whatever topic that may be. I just really get down in there and scrape the bottom. There we go. Just be careful you don't pull up gravel or rocks and strip your glass, like I said with the other thing. And there's a little smudge here that I was trying to take off the glass. There we go. Alright. I'll see you later, guys.